Okay, any pains or injuries before we start? Good, okay. All right, good day, everyone. This is Stephen Chang coming to you live from 333 Grand in downtown Jersey City, New Jersey. Please visit my website, simhayoga.com, for the hybrid schedule, which is in person here at 333 Grand, as well as through Zoom. You can register for class through ubindi.com. And if you're watching this on YouTube, classes are $10, and you can pay through Venmo or PayPal. Payment information on the bottom of the video, as well as my website, simhayoga.com. Today's class is open flow. It is level 1, level 2. If you're working with any kind of special conditions or limitations, make sure that you do modify or skip poses altogether, making good decisions about your movement practice so that you don't create any injuries or perpetuate any injuries. Now, if your hips or your low back are tight, please elevate and sit up on some blocks or some blankets, and that'll make it easier for you to find a lengthy, tall spine as you take a cross-legged position. Let the palms face up. Fingers come to Jnana Mudra, thumb and index fingers touching. And as you ground evenly through your seat, elongate your spine and let your inhales even out with your exhales. Three arms together, inhale. Keeping the eyes closed, hands together in prayer in front of the heart, pressing the thumbs into your heart, heart back into the thumbs, lifting the heart up toward the sky, setting your intention for your yoga practice, devoting your practice to someone or something or to yourself, your supreme self that lives within your heart, chanting the mantra for purification, purifying the space in which you practice yoga. Call and response. Om Pavitraha, Om Pavitraha, Pavitrawa, Pavitrawa, Sarva Vishtan, Sarva Vishtan, Gatopiwa, Gatopiwa, Yaha Smarit, Yaha Smarit, Pundrikaksham, Pundrikaksham, Sapahya, Sapahya, Bihyandraha, Bihyandraha, Suchihi, Suchihi. Beginning to open the eyes and let the palms face up again. Fingers come back to Jnana Mudra. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, right ear to the right shoulder, right hand to the left side. Elongate through the left side of the neck. Chin toward the right shoulder. Continue to pull gently to the back of the head. Release back to center. Drop the right hand. Left ear to the left shoulder. Left hand to the right side. Chin toward the left shoulder. Release back to center. Drop the left hand. Chin toward the chest. Big circles with the head in one direction. Ear to one side. Roll it back. Opposite side. Roll the center. A few more rounds. And chin back toward the chest and pause. And then take in the opposite direction. And then chin back toward the chest. Lifting the chin parallel to the floor, a neutral spine. Extend the legs forward, separating your feet. Hands supporting to either side and turning your toes toward each other. And then roll them out. Draw in, roll out. Draw in. Take outer rotation, circling. So, Lawrence, if you separate your feet a little bit wider, it'll be easier if you take the circles. And back to center again. Switch them around, inner rotations, opposite direction. And back to center, cross your shins. Take the opposite crossing of the legs. So this is your non-dominant side. Inhale, arms up high and extend. Exhale, twist to the right. Come back to center, arms up. Twist to your left. Back to center again. Side bends, right hand down, left arm overhead. Take it back up, other side. Back up again, legs forward and forward fold. Grabbing your feet, ankles, or your shins. Take it back up, swing the legs back behind you, hands and knees. Tucking your toes under for additional support. Cat-cows. Inhale, draw the navel down. Raise your tail, raise the back of the head. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Come back to neutral spine. Inhale, kick your right heel back and the left arm forward. Take the left hand into a fist on the exhale. As you draw the right knee in, left elbow draws back. Inhale, expand and kick it out. Exhale, knee in and elbow in. Inhale, expand it out. Knee in, elbow in. Expand. Stay here. Left arm out to side, right heel out to right side. And swing it back. Bind the left hand to the right foot and kick back. And step the left hand to the floor, right leg out to the side, and standing up on the left knee. Gate pose, side bend over to the right. Take it back up, side bend over to your left. Take it back up, wrap the hands back behind you, interlace, draw the shoulders back, knuckles back, and gaze up. Release, walk your hands back forward, hands and knees. Cat-cows again. Inhale, draw the navel down, raise your tail, raise the back of the head. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Come back to neutral. Extend the left heel back, right arm forward. Then take the right hand to a fist. As you draw the left knee in, right elbow comes in. On the inhale, expand and kick it out. Exhale, draw it in. Inhale, kick it out. Knee in, kick it out. Stay here, and then right arm reaching out to right side, left leg out to left side. Swing it back and binding. Right hand to left foot and kick back. Take the right hand back down to the floor, left leg out to side, and then standing up on the right knee. Gate pose. Side bend over to your left. Take it back up. Side bend over to the right. Take it back up. Wrap the hands back behind you. Take the opposite, interlacing of your hands. Broaden and looking up. Release. Take the hands back to the floor. Draw the left knee back down. Hands and knees. And then tucking your toes under. Lifting your knees for down dog. Pedaling out the legs. And come back to stillness. Inhale, raise your right leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee in toward the nose, around the spine. Inhale, kick up, open up the hips, and bend the right knee. Right knee to the outside of the right arm and touch. Kick it back up. Knee comes into twist. Touch your left arm. Kick it back up. Stepping your right foot forward. Warrior one, arms up high and extend. So the right toes point straight forward. Bending the right knee, line up the knee with the heel, arms up. Hands together in prayer. Interlace your fingers and press your palms forward. On the inhale, lengthen front leg, reach up high. Bend the front knee, press forward, and add a twist to the right. So 3 times. Square center, lengthen and reach up. Bend, press forward, and twist. Square center, lengthen and reach up. Bend, press forward, and twist. Stay twisting to the right, and take the right hand behind you, half bind. Left arm, outer right knee for a deeper twist. Good. Inhale, come all the way up and around, warrior two. Reverse warrior, right arm up and back. Side angle, right arm to top of the right leg or the hand to the floor, left arm reaching up. Inhale, take it all the way back up, reverse warrior. Lengthen out the right leg, triangle. Right hand to top of the shin to modify, or the hand to the floor if you can touch down. Left arm reaching up. Inhale, take it all the way back up, reverse triangle. Bend the front knee, hands to the floor, right foot, stepping back, plank. Inhale, one breath. Exhale, lower all the way down to the belly. Hands alongside the rib cage. Inhale, lift up, baby cobra. Belly, lower ribs stay on the floor. Exhale, lower arms all the way down. Inhale, lift up a little bit higher. Belly, lower ribs away from the floor. Exhale, lower arms all the way down. This time, inhale, lift all the way up. If you have full extension of your arms for cobra, take it. If you need a slight bending of the elbows, keep it there. All the way down. Child's pose, feet toward the heels and fold. Walk your hands in, standing on your knees, tucking your toes under. On the inhale, extend the arms out and lift. On the exhale, arms alongside, but stay hovering. You're just coming almost all the way down, working your quads. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. 2 more times. Lift and lower. Lift, lower. Stay hovering here. So you're not sitting down, but you're activating your quads. Another 5. So we'll lean the torso slightly back as well, so that your torso is vertical to the hips, right? But your knees are, you're shifting back a little bit. So now your quads are activating. You don't want to sit all the way down. You want to hover just a little bit. So by now, your quads are beginning to burn, right? So that's what we're looking for. All right, rise back up. Walk your hands forward, down dog, and start to pedal out the legs. Second side, left leg up. Left knee in toward the nose. Kick up, open up the hips, bend the left knee. Left knee outside of left arm and touch. Kick back up. Knee comes into twist. Touch your right arm. Kick back up. Stepping left foot forward. Warrior one. Hands together in prayer. Interlace your fingers with the opposite thumb on top and press your palms forward. Lengthen front leg, reach up high. Bend front knee, press forward, and twist left. Square center, lengthen and reach up. Bend, press forward, and twist left. Square center, lengthen, reach up. Bend, press forward, and twist. Stay twisting. Left hand behind you. Right arm, outer left knee to deepen your twist. Now, if it's difficult to take the elbow to the leg, you can take the hand to the knee instead and twist to your left. All right, take it back up and around. Warrior two. Reverse warrior. Side angle, you can modify, elbow to the top of the knee, or the hand to the floor, right arm up. Take it back up. Reverse warrior. Lengthen out the left leg. Triangle. Left hand to top of the shin or to the floor. Right arm up. Take it up. Reverse triangle. Bend the front knee. Hands to the floor. Left foot back. Plank. Lower all the way down to the belly. 3 progressive cobras again, coming up a little higher every time. Inhale, lift up, baby cobra. Exhale, lower almost all the way down. Inhale, lift up a little bit higher. Exhale, lower almost all the way down. Inhale, lift up even higher. Full extension of your arms if you have it. And all the way down. Child's pose, feet toward the heels and fold. Walk your hands in, sitting on top of the heels this time. Right hand stays to the floor. Left arm is up, bending your left elbow. Left elbow to the right knee. Take it down, and then lift back up 5 times on each side. Left elbow, right knee. Inhale, back up. So there's a twist, right? Left elbow, right knee. Inhale, back up, as well as a forward fold. Left elbow, right knee. Inhale, back up. One more time. Left elbow, right knee. Inhale, back up. Switch arms. Left hand to the floor. Right arm up. Bend your right elbow. Right elbow, left knee. Inhale, back up. Right elbow, left knee. Inhale, back up. Right elbow, left knee. Inhale up. 2 more. Right elbow, left knee. Inhale up. Right elbow, left knee. Inhale, back up. Re-extend the right arm. Hands to the floor. Walk it forward. Down dog. Raise your right leg up. 3-legged dog. Right knee in toward the nose and around the spine. Kick up. Open up the hips. Bend the right knee. Same thing. Right knee outside the right arm in touch. Kick back up. Knee comes into twist. Touch your left arm. Kick back up. Stepping your right foot forward. Warrior 1. Wrap the hands back behind you. Interlace your fingers. Lift to gaze up. And then bow forward. Devotional warrior. Crown of the head to the inside the foot. And Lawrence, can you bend the front knee a little bit more? Yes, good. Take it back up. Warrior 1. Open it up. Warrior 2. Reverse warrior. Half moon. Right hand forward about a foot from your toes, a little bit off to the right side, so it's roughly the corner of your mat. Shift forward to balance on the right leg. Reach your left heel back. Reach your left arm up. You can always keep the gaze looking down to the floor, and that might help you to check your balance. Step it back. Warrior 2. Reverse warrior. Hands to the floor. Right foot stepping back. Plank. This time we'll take a full push-up. Inhale, 1 breath. Exhale, push-up. Chaturanga. Forward and up. Up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left heel up. Left knee in toward the nose. Kick up. Open up the hips and bend the left knee. Left knee outside of the left arm in touch. Kick it back up. Knee comes into twist, touching your right arm. Kick it back up. Stepping your left foot forward. Warrior 1. Wrap the hands back behind you. Interlace your fingers. Lift the gaze up. Then bow forward. Devotional warrior. Take it all the way back up. Warrior 1. Open it up. Warrior 2. Reverse warrior. Half moon. Left hand forward about a foot, a little bit off the left side. Tipping forward to balance on the left leg, reaching the right heel back, reaching the right arm up. Begin to step it all the way back. Warrior two, reverse warrior. Hands to the floor, left foot back plank. Inhale, one breath. Exhale, push up, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Walk your feet forward toward your hands, gently taking your feet down. Lower onto your forearms. Now, when you lower onto your forearms, right, try not to collapse in your back, but instead press your forearms down to lift your chest up so you're nice and engaged in your upper back. Once you're set, draw the knees in, extend the legs up, flex your feet. You're going to open up the feet to a Y position, to a V position. Take the legs back. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Two more. Open, close. Open, close. Keep your left heel up, right heel almost all the way down. Switch legs simultaneously. Switch legs simultaneously. Switch, 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 switch. 5, 5, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1. Legs up, bend the knees, slide the legs forward, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Some Pilates for you, working the core. And make your way back up. Forearms back down again. And this time, bend the knees. You're going to keep the feet close to the floor as you slide the legs forward. Draw the knees in. Slide the legs forward. Draw the knees in. Slide. Draw the knees in. 4. Knees in. 5. Knees in. 6. Knees in. 7. Knees in. 8. Knees in. 9. Knees in. 10. Knees in. Legs all the way forward. Arms up. Inhale. Exhale. Fold. Make your way back up. Swing the legs back behind you. Down dog. Step the left foot forward. Low lunge. Right foot forward. Standing forward bend. Take the feet together and the knees together. And then bending the knees. Rise up. Chair. Hands together in prayer. Twisting to the right. Hook the left arm to outer right knee and press your palms together to twist. Now, if your knees and the feet together is difficult for you, you are allowed to let your feet separate so that it's easier for your hips. But when you twist, you got to make sure that your knees are still lined up and that they're not knocking in toward each other, that the legs stay pretty much parallel and in line. 2 more breaths. Inhale, take it back up. Chair. Lengthen out the legs, slightly tilting back for back bend to release all of that. Come back up to vertical. Stepping on the left foot, draw the right heel back. Revolve dancer, left hand to grab the inside of the right foot. Once you have your foot and you're balancing, right arm forward. And then as you lean forward, you are kicking back. So this is your revolve dancer. Stay on the left leg, start to stand up, stay balancing. Draw the right knee in. We're twisting. Left hand to the right knee, right arm reaching back to twist. And then once you steady balance, if you want to take the gaze to look behind you, you can. If that really throws off your balance, keep looking forward instead. All right, starting to break, square back, step the right foot down, chair. Exhale, dive forward, forward fold. Take a few breaths. All right, bend the knees, rise up chair, second side. Hands together in prayer. Twist your left. Hook the right arm to outer left knee. Make sure your knees and your feet are lined up. And then hands together in prayer to twist. Inhale, square back, arms up. As you lengthen out the legs, slightly tilting back to release. Coming back up to vertical. Stepping on the right foot, draw the left heel back. Revolve dancer. It is your right hand grabbing the inside of the left foot. Once you have the foot and the left arm is reaching forward and you're nice and balanced, then you're ready to lean forward as you kick back. All right, stay balancing on the right leg. Start to stand back up. Release your left foot, draw the left knee in. Revolved hand to knee. So right hand to your left knee. Left arm reaching back to twist. Once you have your deepest twist, you're nice and steady. If you would like, you can start to look behind you. All right, if that throws off your balance, keep the gaze looking forward. All right, let's square back. Stepping your left foot down chair. Exhale, dive forward, forward fold. Staying here for a few breaths. With your hands on the floor, bend the knees and start to step it back to your down dog. Raise the right leg up, three-legged dog, stepping your right foot forward, crescent moon. Left knee comes down to the floor. Now, if your knees are sensitive and you need extra padding to your left knee, you can take your left knee to a folded mat. Left side folding towards center will give you extra cushioning. And then once you're set, hands to top of the thighs and lunge your hips forward. Get into your left quad stretch. Keep it moving forward. That'll give you the quad stretch. All right, let's begin to shift it back. Tuck the left toes under. Shift it back to a half split. You want to flex your right foot to get the stretch of the back of the right leg. Hands supporting to either side. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, fold. Best you can, best you can. All right, step the right foot back down, but you're going to turn the right toes out at an angle, 30 to 45 degrees, and your right thigh also turns out. Then keep your left hand down to the floor. You might even go a little bit wider with your left hand. Then raise your right arm up and behind you, half bind to twist. If you want to go further to bind, bend your left knee, reach back with your right hand to grab the foot. If you cannot grab the foot, that is okay. Stay here in this half bind instead. So work at your own level of practice and your own flexibility. All right, if you have your binds, release your binds. Then everyone release your hands to the floor in front of you. Lizard. Walk your hands forward about a foot. Either keep your arms fully extended, or if you're able to bend your arms to take the forearms down, take that. If that is really tough for you, right? And you have to stay with your elbows off the floor, then keep your arms extended and just reaching your hips forwards and downwards. This is a lizard. All right, lifting the elbows back up, walk your hands back in. Turn the right toes back forward. You might even want to step the foot in a little bit. Then hands to either side of the right foot to frame your foot. Tuck the left toes under and fold over your right leg for the right hamstring stretch. All right, you can just keep your left hand down on the floor if that's really tough for you to balance on. You're not able to lengthen your leg fully. You can always just keep one hand down and then lift the other side a little bit so that you can try to maintain the length. Or maybe even for Jordan, maybe Lawrence, I mean, walk your hands uh, to the left and then using both hands. That might, yeah, good. Draw back in a little bit. That's a little bit wide. Draw back in. There you go. And then just work on lengthening that right leg. That's right. And so there are multiple ways to modify, and that is one of them. Yes. For those of us with tight hamstrings, this is the one. This is the one. For tight quads, tight hips is the previous one, crescent moon and lizard. All right. Bend your right knee, revolve half moon. Left hand reaching forward about a foot from your right toes. Lean forward to balance on the right leg, reaching left heel back. Right arm up to twist. Now, if you want to bind right hand to left foot, if you can grab the foot, take it. If not, just keep the left leg extending back. All right, step it back, warrior two. Reverse warrior. Chaturanga dog, down dog. All right, Lawrence, good. You're improvising stuff that you can't do and you don't want to do. Just do something else. I'm okay with that. As long as you're doing something, okay? Because you can, if you're doing something, you're improving something, right? Rather than just standing there waiting for us, right? So it's good. I like that. Second side, left leg up, stepping, your left foot forward, right knee comes down, crescent moon. And again, if you need extra padding, you can take a towel, a blanket, or just folding your mat right side towards center will double up your mat. Then once you're set, hands to top of the thighs and lunge the hips forward. So you're going into your right quads here, right hip. And then taking the arms up when you're ready. All right, hands to either side of the left foot. Tuck the right toes under, half split. You're going to shift back with the hips over your right knee, flex your left foot. Hands to either side, lengthen and fold. So same thing here for Lawrence, right? If you want to go to the side a little bit, that will reduce the tension into your left hamstrings, and maybe you can fully lengthen as you support your hands to the side. All right, a little bit too wide. Let's come back in a little bit. There you go. So go as wide as you need, but you don't want to go too wide. You want to be able to lengthen that front leg. So kind of adjust it, test it out, and see how far you need to go to the side in order to maintain, but you don't want to go too far. That's okay what you're doing, so that's fine too. All right, you're going to step the left foot back down, but turn your left toes out at an angle. Left thigh also turns out at an angle. Right hand can go a little bit wider to the right side. Raise your left arm up and behind you for the half bind to twist. If this is good, stay here. If you want to bind left hand to right foot, you can. If you have your binds, release your binds. Everyone take the hands to the floor in front of you. And then walking your hands forward about a foot. Right? Either keeping your arms fully extended and just move the hips forwards and downwards, or if you can take your forearms down for lizard, take your forearms down. Best you can. Right? As long as your hips are moving forwards, right? So if your arms are fully extended, as long as your hips are moving forward, that is fine. Alrighty, lift the elbows back up, walk your hands back in. Turn the left toes back forward. You might even want to walk your foot in a little bit. Frame your left foot with your hands, tuck the right toes under, and working on the left hamstring stretch. So again, if you're able to fully extend the left leg, you can always bend your left knee a little bit. Or go to the side a little bit if that works better for you. Of course, if you have blocks uh, or books near you and you want to use as an extension of your arms, you can. Revolve half moon, bend your left knee. Right hand comes forward about a foot, so opposite hand and foot. Shift forward, reach your right heel back, raise your left arm up to twist. For those of you with better flexibility, hand to foot to bind. And start to break, step the right foot all the way back. Circle up and around, warrior two, reverse, warrior. And then hands to the floor, left foot, stepping back, plank. Inhale one breath, exhale push up, chaturanga. Inhale up, dog. Exhale down, dog. Walk your feet forward toward your hands. Gently take the seat down once again. Left leg extending forward. Take the hands underneath your right foot. Now, if your hips are tight, you can angle the heel forward, right? So your shin is about 45 degrees or so. For those of you with better flexibility, you're going to thread the arms underneath your shin and then draw the leg across the heart center, parallel to the floor, if you're able to. And make sure you flex your right foot. Good. So this is your leg cradle. So there's a nice hip opener. All right, leg extension. Grab either side of the right foot and extend the leg fully. If you're not able to fully extend, you can bend your right knee, but do try to extend if you can. Now, if you tend to round your spine, right, I want you to lift your chest, lean the head back slightly, think about a neutral spine, right, even if you're at an angle. And then let's balance. Shift back towards the sacrum. You can bend your left knee to start. Now, once you start to balance on the sacrum, pick up the left foot. Either stay here with your left knee bending, or if you can fully extend the left leg, even better. So there are multiple steps along the way. If it's difficult for you to balance, keep the left foot down. If you want to challenge yourself a little bit, pick the left foot off the floor, keeping your knee bent. If this is easy still, you can fully extend the leg. So you have multiple steps along the way, whichever is appropriate, so that at least you're using resistance of the hands against your foot and also the subtle core work. All right, draw the left heel back in. Cross out the shins. Hands come back behind you. Outer rotation. Walk your hands slightly back and then lift your chest. Puff up your chest, draw the shoulders back, and gently looking up. So you're not dropping the head back, but instead you're tilting the head slightly back so the back of the neck is still supported. So this is a heart opener, reversing some of the negative effects of tech neck, right? Constantly looking down on your phone or working on the computer, always looking down, right? So you're overextending the back of the neck, and this is the reverse, helping to hopefully reverse some of the negative effects of tech neck, right? Daily modern life, right? Of just always rounding the upper back. And make sure, Lawrence, that you also draw the head back and gently look up. That's right. 3 more breaths. And starting to release. Walk your hands back in and gently twist to the right. Just giving your spine a little bit of a release. Come back to center, twist to your left. Back to center. So I just want to make sure I demonstrate that, right? This is always us, right? Computers, always us. Couch potatoes, always us. So by doing that, this is the reverse, right? So this is a great way of just doing that a bunch of times in the day, perhaps. If, let's say, you're at work or you're sitting in front of your computer a lot, you can maybe sit on your chair, right? Just grab the back of the chair and open. And that would be a really nice stretch for the front bodies, right? So that's a really great way of doing that. All right, start to release. Extend the legs forward, swing the legs back, down dog. Walk it out side to side. All right, come back to stillness and down dog. 3 tuck-toe up dogs. Inhale, come forward into your plank. Allow the hips to start to draw down. Keep your toes tucked under. Lift your chest. Exhale, take it back to down dog. So this is just basically like a cleanser, right? Inhale, come forward into your plank. Letting the hips drop, lifting your chest. Exhale, take it back to down dog. One more time. Inhale, plank. Hips drop, lifting your chest. Down dog. Walk your feet forward toward your hands. Take the feet down. Right leg extended, leg cradle. So if your hips are tight, you're just grabbing the ankles from the underside of your foot. The shin is angling forward, so it's easier for your hips. Or if you have more flexibility, thread your arms underneath your left shin, take it across the heart center, maybe about parallel to floor, and make sure you flex your left foot to protect the ankle joint and the knee joint of that leg. Jumo, are you doing the same leg or are you doing the opposite leg? Well, on the other leg this time, right? This is the second side for you as well, right? All right, starting to release. Kranchasana, grabbing either side of the left foot and extend. If you cannot fully extend, bending the left knee is fine. And then again, if you tend to round your spine a lot, think about lifting your chest, gently leaning your head back, looking upwards at an angle. So you're thinking about a neutral spine. Then start to shift back further toward the sacrum. Start with your right knee bending, stepping your foot to the floor. Once you feel pretty secure, maybe pick up the right foot. If you can feel you can balance here nicely, and then maybe even fully extending the right leg, go ahead and do that. Starting to release, draw the right heel in, cross your shins, left shin is on top this time, center your seat, make sure you're nice and secure. Again, hands back behind you, outer rotation, slightly back. Then lift your chest, broaden your shoulders by kissing your shoulder blades toward each other. Lean the sternum forward and then slightly drawing your head back. But remember, you're not dropping the head back. You're just slightly retracting back and then finding the openness of the front of the throat and a slight cervical back bend. So it's a slight curve of your cervical curve. Gently looking up and just broadening your chest. Two more breaths. Softly start to release. Come back to center. Left hand to your floor, right arm over, and then side stretch over to your left. Take it back up, switch sides. Right hand down, left arm over. Back to center. Extend both legs forward. Let's take a forward fold again. Arms up. Inhale. Exhale. Grabbing your feet, ankles or shins. Once you have a nice support structure, re-lengthen your spine. Think about neutral spine. And then hinging the hips to draw forward. Now, if your hamstrings are tight, full extension of the legs is quite difficult for you, you can always bend your knees. And it works the same way. You want a neutral spine. Try not to round into the spine when you take your forward fold. And then with that resistance of the neutral spine, you can hinge forward. Here is where you start to feel for the nice lower back stretch, right? If you have full extension of the legs, works the same way. You don't have to draw all the way down. As long as you have a nice neutral spine, which is the proper alignment for your forward fold, then you only take the forward fold as deep as you can manage that neutral spine. So think technique, think proper alignment when you take these poses, and then you'll gain the benefits of the pose. All right, slowly start to release. Draw the left heel in. Swing the right leg back for pigeon. So you want your left thigh to angle off to the side 30 to 45 degrees with your hands supporting. Inch your right knee as far back as you can so you can lower your hips, untuck your toes, and then walk your hands in, lengthen through your spine, make sure you're nice and level. And once you're set, then you can make your way forward for the forward fold. And then you can stay in your forearms, or you can make pillows with the hands, get a little flatter. Three more deep breaths. All right, starting to make your way back up. Take the left seat down, swing the right leg around, and then extend both legs forward and shake it out. All right, second side. Draw the right heel in, swing the left leg back, and then again, your right thigh angles out 30 to 45 degrees. With your hands supporting, inch your left knee further back to lower your hips, untuck your toes. Walk your hands back, elongate, make sure you're nice and level, and then making your way forward. Forearms down or making pillows with your hands. Alrighty, let's start to make your way back up, walking your hands back in. Take the right seat down, swing the left leg forward, again extending both legs forward and shake it out. All right, and then with your hands supporting, lower onto your back. Bend your knees. Your feet are separated about hips width with your fingertips. Feel for the back of the heels, setting up a bridge, a back bend. Once you're set up, press your heels down. Lift your feet. You're standing on your heels and the upper back, supporting with your arms alongside. If you prefer, you can interlace your hands underneath you and walk your shoulders in even closer. Right? If you prefer your arms parallel alongside the hips, that's fine too. For those of you who have a deeper back bend and want to take a wheel instead, hands to your shoulders, elbows up, and lift all the way up. Well, you at least you were able to lift, right? Some people are so tight in the shoulders that you can't even take that lift. Your hands have to rotate the other way. Yes, that's right. All right, good. That's fine. That's good. That's good enough. It takes a certain amount of flexibility in the shoulders to even take that shape, and then flexibility in the spine to be able to deepen the back bend like that. So it's not easy. Alrighty, when you are ready and you're finished, lower all the way down and then gently hug the knees in toward the chest. This is a nice release for your lower back in a reclining position. And then let's take a reclined twist. Left knee stays in, right leg goes out to the floor. Left arm out to a T position across or downwards alongside the hips, your choice. And then twist to the right. You're rolling to the outer right hip, outer right leg. Try to keep your left arm, left shoulder blade flat to the floor as support. Take it back to center, switch legs, switch arms, and twist to the other direction. All righty, take it back to center, hugging both knees in. And then when you're ready, step the feet to the floor, slide the legs forward. Shavasana, final relaxation. Feet are separated, toes are turning out, arms alongside the body, palms face up, eyes are closed, and let everything go. Beginning to draw your breath back in, moving your fingers and your toes. When you're ready, reach the arms overhead, stretching in opposite directions. Rolling over to the right and come up to a comfortable cross-legged position. When you take your seat, let's take a non-domination on top, working your non-dominant side a little bit more to even out. Then reconnecting to an even seat, a lengthy spine, shoulders broad, breath deep, and let the neck be free. Inhale for Om. Hands together in prayer, bowing forward, sealing in the practice. Come up. Namaste, everybody. Thank you so much for being here this morning. Thank you. And thank you for sharing your practice with me. My name is Stephen Chang, coming to you live from 333 Grand in downtown Jersey City, New Jersey. Please visit my website, simhayoga.com, for the hybrid schedule, which is in person here at 333 Grand, as well as through Zoom. You can register for class through ubindi.com. And if you're watching this on YouTube, classes are $10, and you can pay through Venmo or PayPal. Payment information on the bottom of the video, as well as my website, simhayoga.com. Thank you so much for your time. See you next time.